This bed weeded out pretty good, and I got one layer of topsoil down, and then it started raining on us pretty hard. You see the rain? So we do need the rain. I dropped okra seeds all over the ground here out of the planter that I had over here. And so, yeah, hopefully I don't have okra growing up in the middle of my yard, but some of my seedlings are over here that we're gonna plant in the back garden. And I guess I'll get to planting my lilies a little bit later. Hey guys, ignore the mommy hair, mommy face, but we are about to embark on our homeschool assignment for the day, which is going to be a YouTube documentary. This one here, this one, see if I can get my finger on it. There, on the deadliest plague of the 20th century, the Spanish flu of 1918. And so I've given the kids not just the assignment of watching the documentary, it's about 40 minutes, so it won't take them very long, but then also giving them the task of, they have 3 different things that they're doing. So Isaiah, tell us, what are the 3 things that you're looking for while watching this documentary?
We are looking for the differences and the same things that happened during the Spanish flu and the coronavirus. The second
So we're comparing and contrasting the Spanish flu and the coronavirus.
Next, we are going to write down what did they do wrong and what they could have done
to solve it. Okay, so, well, number 2 is where they went wrong. So we're looking for pride, arrogance, ignorance about that pandemic. And then number 3, Italy, was what?
Problem solving.
What does that mean?
It means, like, what would you do to fix the problem? What can everyone do to fix that problem?
If you could go back in time, what would you do to fix the problem? Isaiah, I want you to read to me what the takeaway from this is.
If we do not learn from history, we are doomed to repeat it.
And so this happened 102 years ago, and we are repeating it. Did we learn from history, Xander? Do you think we learned from history?
Not yet. Not yet. Until
No.
we watch this.
You don't think so, since we're in the pandemic again, a different kind, right?
Yeah, the coronavirus.
So that's why we're going to see how much of it was the same and how much is different. Okay? All right, let's get started. Xander, what he saw in the documentary, we just finished up the Spanish flu of what year? 1918. Yep. What did they do that was foolish?
They didn't stay in their homes, and they didn't take it too seriously, and they started to touch each other during the flu.
Okay. What would you do different?
What would I do different? I would go back in time and warn everybody what would have happened if they didn't stay in their homes.
What would you like to tell everybody now with the coronavirus?
Stay in your homes and don't touch people you don't know. Don't touch people unless if you make sure that they're safe to touch.
Isaiah, I want you to read to us a little bit of what you took away from it. First of all, let's show everyone your paper. The kids were taking tons and tons of notes throughout that documentary. So why don't you go over, kind of read it to us.
Some of the same things and some differences from the 1918 Spanish flu and the coronavirus is one of the same things is both were worldwide. There was a pandemic. The Spanish flu killed a lot of young people, and the flu today kills a lot more old people.
The coronavirus. Yeah.
Animals caused both viruses, the flu and the coronavirus.
The coronavirus comes from a virus called SARS, and it is rumored that some of these underground animal mills and things like that, even possibly the eating of bats and snakes, or even just touching animals when they're capturing them and stuff that are infected. So that's a similarity, right?
Right. It didn't take long for both to spread. Like they were both really fast. Both viruses were kept secret. They were kept from the public for a long time until it started spreading.
So they just couldn't keep it a secret anymore.
They started canceling things because of the flu, Spanish flu, and the coronavirus.
The world kind of stopping.
Yeah, the world just on pause. No one stayed home.
No one listened to the orders.
Nope, no one listened. They couldn't control the bodies because people were dying so fast that they couldn't keep up with the bodies. So eventually they were leaving them in alleyways. They even kept them in their own homes.
Where did you see foolishness or arrogance?
I saw the foolishness in how slow the government acted. Like they said, oh, it's not a big deal. It's gonna be over soon. Like the first wave. Once that passed, they thought it was
Because how many waves was there?
3.
Yeah. If you had the authority to do something different, what would you have done?
Act immediately, because if you don't act immediately, it could spread worldwide.
What do you think needs to be done?
Encourage people to stay home, because still some people aren't doing that.
Even though that would take away your rights as an American, but do you think that maybe the government should force it a little more?
They should force a little more, because if those essential businesses are to still be around, eventually they're going to get infected, and then when they come back home, they're going to infect their families.
Your turn, sister.
Okay.
She showed me the most appalling faces throughout the whole thing. So
Okay, so this is about there was a lot of arrogance throughout the entire thing. Like a lot of people were just trying. It was like it seemed like they were trying to get it. Like it was stupid. They were putting a bunch of millions of people together. These people, they were just hoarding them together. No one was staying home. Everyone was leaving their houses.
and so when things were breaking out in some states, other states were, it's not here, so we can do what we want. And then by the
Yes.
time it would get to that state, too bad, it was too late, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and everybody
They
downplayed.
the flu like China did, because they did. They just pretended like it didn't even happen.
What would you say people could do? What would you do now?
What I would do now is
I mean, it's already here.
I would tell everyone to stay inside. I would stay inside. Don't leave your houses unless it's an actual emergency.
Do you think that the government should step in and enforce a lockdown?
Yeah. If it'll stop the coronavirus, then they should force a lockdown.
Okay, in your personal opinion, do you think that our president is doing enough?
No.
Why not?
I think he needs to do more. He's acting like it's not a big deal, and it is.
What makes you think he's acting like it's not a big deal? What have you seen on the news that...
I've seen videos of him just standing there and be like, oh, we're gonna be fine, nothing's gonna happen, it's gonna go away by Easter.
Isaiah, is our president doing enough?
Absolutely not.
What do you think he should do?
Maybe I feel like we're not getting to know the coronavirus a lot. I think we need to know more because research. They need to do
Do they force us to stay home?
because if they do that, then they can focus on the research. They can see what the coronavirus does, how it's changed, because it has, and eventually they can find that vaccine for the coronavirus.
Up until this point, did you have a lot of faith in Donald Trump as our president?
I did.
What about now? Do you trust him as our president? Or are you starting to lose faith?
I'm starting to lose faith on Trump a lot. And that's a huge problem.
Did you have a lot of faith in our president? Did you think he was doing a good job before the virus?
Not really.
Not even before the virus?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. It's probably because of the wall.
You were against the border control.
Kind of, yeah. but I still don't really like the president for what he's doing right now in the virus, saying that we're going to be fine during Easter. I don't believe that because the coronavirus is pretty dangerous. But we know that that's just false, so we're going to stay in our house.
Hey, Italy, what about you? Up until this point, did you have faith in Donald Trump as our president?
I had quite a bit of faith in him. He was always talking about how he was going to make America great again. But now, I'm not quite sure if I have any faith in him anymore.
What's causing you to lose faith?
The fact that he hasn't forced a lockdown yet. He seems more focused on the economy than he is
The people.
the people of the economy.
Guys, the kids are our future, and y'all have heard their thoughts on this.